Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Corin, also known as the Kitten Choreographer, and I'm a teen with a passion for makeup and kitten rescue. So today's video is going to be a makeup video, and we are just going to be playing and testing and trying some new makeup that I got. This is not a full face of new makeup, but it is just me trying some new makeup. Not all of this is first impressions either. I'm going to be playing with some Lethal Cosmetics shadows, and I've used these once before, but I'm going to be using some shades I haven't tried before. So that is going to be exciting. I also have this Patrick Ta bronzer contour duo that I'm really excited to try. I bought this. Also the Lethal Cosmetics shadows I was given as a gift from my family for my birthday, so it was purchased, and then all of the other stuff I bought with my own money. I also have this Fenty Beauty cream blush in the shade Cheeks Out. Oh, and this one was in She's Statuesque, I think, the lightest shade. And then this is the really pretty, what shade did I say it was? Cheeks Out. Or no. That's what the blush is called. This is in the shade Cool Berry. They have so many cool shades in this formula, but I tried to get one that I think I would use more often just because it's kind of a more expensive formula. And then I also have this Rare Beauty, like one of their lip balms in the shade Nearly Mauve. Yeah, and I used this once yesterday. It's very sheer. I just put it on when I had no other makeup on, but it's really comfortable. It's a really good formula. But like, you definitely wouldn't need more than one color. Oh, also, sorry if you hear any squeaks, thumps, bumps upstairs. My family is home and they are kind of loud sometimes. Sorry about that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prime with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I've been trying to prime before doing my eyes recently to just let my makeup or let my primer sink in a bit more. I actually also got the Hydro Grip setting spray because I'm almost out of my Anastasia setting spray and I like having kind of a hydrating setting spray. But I want to use up the Anastasia one first because I know I will neglect it if I start using the Milk Makeup one. So yes, there's that primer. Now let's prime the eyes. Urban Decay Primer Potion. Oh, also now I'm gonna zoom in. Priming my eyes. Now I should probably be showing you what shades these are called. I'm not gonna show you all the shades in this palette because that would take forever, but I'm just gonna show you this palette. There's this color story and then this one goes right here. I just took it out. I am going to try and tell you the shade names, but it's hard because all of these are squished together and I have to individually pull them out to show you the shades. That's the one thing I hate about single shadows, is you have to like pull them out to show the names. I'm first gonna go into the shade Release, and I have used these shades once, but I used mostly this top row there, and so now I'm gonna use the purples, which are the colors I like a bit more anyways. Going into the shade Release and just throwing that into my crease. It's really pigmented. One thing about Lethal shadows is they do have a lot of cake up in the pan, but I don't mind that. This is a really pretty purple. I'd originally thought I was gonna do just a purpley look. You have to play in the litter box right as I'm filming. They're super hyper as soon as I start filming. Wow. Seriously, go play somewhere else. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then the laundry machine's being loud in the other room. If you don't want to play with me, just walk away. He cannot follow you. But yes, just throwing this into the crease. So far, it's very pigmented. What was I saying? I think I was saying like I originally thought I was going to just do like a purpley look, but I might do like a purpley green look because there's a couple greens in this palette, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Now I am going to go into the shade Deceit, just a little bit deeper in my crease, or a little bit lower in my crease. I'm also going to take it kind of on the outer corner, just a little bit. Now I'm just going back into that first shade and just blending a bit. That's looking really nice so far. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I have this purple dark shimmer, that's the word I'm looking for, but I had wanted to add some green. I think it would be pretty to do like a matte green lid, which I hardly ever do matte looks, but I'm thinking I'm actually going to use the shimmer and then maybe do the green on like the lower lash line and inner corner. So these shimmers look fine without glitter glue, but I'm thinking they'll look prettier with glitter glue, so I'm going to use the NYX glitter primer, and I'm not going to do a cut crease. I'm just going to like smash this all over the lid, just patting this everywhere. This is the shade Stargaze. Oh, that is actually really pretty. Definitely not like an intense sparkly formula, but just a pretty shimmer formula. And I'll go back and blend that in a minute, obviously. I'm just going back into the other brushes and blending that. So there is some fallout from these shades, just pointing that out. And the way I place the glitter glue, it's kind of at a weird line sort of thing, but that's like my fault for not placing the glitter glue right. Glitter glue. So I'm just gonna sit here trying to blend it. I don't know if it'll get better, but we will see. Okay, I think that's decent. I'm just gonna use some Garnier micellar water on a paper towel to just clean up the edges. I honestly would use eyeliner with this look normally, but I didn't bring it over and I'm lazy, so we're not gonna use eyeliner for this look. We've already primed. I'm going to go straight into foundation. I'm gonna zoom out just because we're doing the face now, and I actually am gonna mix two foundations today, be a bit of a fancy person. And I'm gonna mix the Ofra Absolute Cover Foundation and the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation. I really like both of these foundations on their own, but this is a little bit too dark. So I like to mix in this foundation, and I found they actually make a really nice combination. Just gonna do a couple pumps of that. It's not super dark, it's just like kind of dark. Just gonna mix these two on the back of my hand. I got way too much, but it's fine. And just kind of put this on my face. But yeah, I've mixed these two before and they actually make a really nice combination. Super fancy of me. You totally don't have to mix foundations, but it can be fun sometimes, especially if you have something that's not like the perfect shade match. Oh, and neither of these are new. Did I mention that? Because I've used them before a lot and mixed them. I just don't have any foundation. I was tempted to get one. I was tempted by the Fenty new skin tint type of thing. Who isn't tempted by that? But I didn't get it. My hair looks crazy when I pull it up, but just ignore it. But yeah, I didn't get that one. I might eventually, I want to finish one of my other foundations first. Okay, what concealer am I using? This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. And I'm just gonna, oh, this one's getting kind of light for me now that it's getting to be summertime. I love those two foundations mixed together because you can still see my freckles. I used to hate my freckles and now I actually really like them. I know like this concealer is slightly lighter than my skin tone, so I shouldn't be using it to conceal blemishes, but I don't care because I'm not extra enough to go grab another concealer. It's really not that much lighter. Like, it looks fine when I blend it out. I use a lot of this concealer just because it's not as full coverage as some other ones that I use. Yeah, this is a nice concealer. It's not my like favorite one that I've ever tried. The best ones I've ever tried are the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which I'm almost out of and won't be repurchasing because I don't support Too Faced. And a very similar one is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, and I'm almost out of that one too, and that one I will be repurchasing because that one's really good. Do I want more concealer than that? Maybe. I'm gonna put a little bit more on just because the powder I'm using is too dark for my skin tone, so it will deepen it up a little bit. I need to get another powder, but I actually have another powder. I have the Urban Decay Velvetizer, which is also a little bit too dark for my skin, but it like looks fine when you put it on, unlike the flower one, which kind of looks eh. But that one is currently in a renovation process because I had to rip off the velvet because I got cat pee on it, or a cat got cat pee on it. So I need to clean that properly before I use it again. So now I'm going to go into, where's my powder? Actually, no, we're not using powder. Glad I remember that. Now we're using cream products, which cream products are something I'm not the best at, but we're going to try. So this is the Patrick Ta one. And I really like this because it comes with like a contour and a bronzer. I haven't even swatched it yet. Let's swatch it. Oh, that cream feels nice for a cream. Feels nice. That's a good shade for me. I think that's a really good shade for me. So I'm just gonna go into it, I guess. I don't use creams often, so bear with me when I'm not good at it. I actually rather dislike creams, but I'm really trying to like them, and this one sounded nice. So I'm just going to, I used to have a cream contour that I liked from NYX, and then I threw it away because the caps got lost. That actually looks really nice. So far it's looking good. Creams, I just find they aren't pigmented enough for me normally, so I wanted to get the Fenty one because I've heard that one's pretty pigmented. I was also tempted by the Tower 28 bronzer and blush, the cream ones, but I decided since I'm not a big fan of creams, I should like start liking creams more before I commit to buying a ton of them. But I'm really liking this so far. I've never tried anything from Patrick Ta. This is my first product. I've been tempted by the blush duos and the same packaging in the past, but I ended up buying the bronzer duo instead. And I wanted a cream contour more than a cream bronzer because I do have a cream bronzer already. It's the, I have a mini of the Milk Makeup one, and that one's nice, I guess. But I wanted a contour, and this is like one of the few contour ones I found that sound appealing. This is looking really nice though. That blended out really easily and good for, especially at my hands as an amateur with creams. But yeah, you can see how it looks really good. I will come back to the powder bronzer in a minute once I've done cream blush and powder. But for now, I prefer applying cream blush with my fingers. Just with the other two that I have a mini Milk Makeup one, and then I also have a Flower Beauty blush balm. And I like both of those, but again, they aren't like quite pigmented enough for me. Oh, there's a little thing on the mirror. Are you excited? Look, look. I love ripping those off. It's so satisfying. Anyways, let's swatch this. Oh, that feels nice too. I got to swatch it in store too because we have testers again, which is so exciting. Ooh. Yeah, that's really nice. So I'm just going to take my couple of my fingers and just... This shade doesn't perfectly match the eye look and it looks really crazy right now, but I gotta blend it out. But, oh well, I don't care if it perfectly matches. I wanted to try it today. Okay, and that's actually blending out pretty easy. If this stays well, like, this is gonna be perfect for me. This blends out really easily. It's not disturbing the foundation underneath. And I know I go ham with blush. Like, I know that. But that's why I'm so picky about cream blushes, because I want them to be pigmented. I'm also putting some on my nose because I like a good nose blush moment. Wow, I really like that. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my chin, a little bit kind of on my forehead, just because I like to tie in the blush on the entire face. Yeah, this is very small, but I don't think I'm ever gonna go through it, so I'm not mad that it's small, you know? Now I'm just gonna go over this with my sponge, because it did go pretty ham, but this, so far I'm loving these products. So far I'm really, really loving them. Okay, now for powder. I'm gonna use this flower one that is too dark for me. I'm just gonna take an old sponge and press a little bit of that underneath my eyes. I'm gonna try and not use too much powder. Okay, that doesn't look too bad under the lights. It looks like fine in person, but not amazing. Yeah, I'm really just gonna try and go light on the powder today, just because of the cream products. But I do like need to put some on. Okay, you can still see the blush underneath the powder, which is awesome because that's normally my problem. Normally my problem is you cannot see the blush once you put powder on, and I'm semi-dry. I'm like dry to normal, but I still need to powder. And this isn't feeling too sticky either. Another problem I have with cream products is that they feel really sticky. Really going well so far. These two products might be able to convince me to start liking creams. I'm willing to try more as of right now though. And this other powder bronzer looks pretty pigmented and it looks pretty warm too, so I don't know how perfect this shade will be, but I did buy it mostly for the cream contour. But I like want to use this one too, but we're gonna try and using this on top. Yeah, that's not a perfect shade for me and it's pretty pigmented, but it'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna use this side of things. I definitely feel like I'm gonna use the cream side more, but I do think I'm gonna use the powder side too. It just is a little bit not the perfect undertone for me, but the contour is really good. Also, another thing that is new in makeup that is amazing is Sephora has started adding a little symbol for if something is vegan, which means I don't have to look really super ham into the ingredients. I just get to look at the icon. It's perfection. I love it so much. I've been wanting that for ages. Okay, so the blush has toned down a bit now that like it hasn't been on. I think I'm gonna add, do I want to add a bit more? Maybe just a smidge, but not much. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. But yeah, so far this is I'm really liking this. Not liking the powder bronzer so much. Not liking the powder side as much, like it's fine, but it does look kind of, but the cream side it's amazing. So now I'm going to go back into, actually we're not gonna do the normal boring lower lash line stuff because I did say I was gonna do the teal, what didn't I? Let's do that then. I'm gonna go back into the first light purple shade and just run this a little bit because I do want it to be cohesive even though we are gonna add the, what's it called, teal. Okay, now I'm gonna take this kind of flattish brush here and I'm gonna go into Petrichor. This teal here. Love the word Petrichor. Now we're just going to smudge that on the lower lash line. Ooh, I really like this pop. I don't do pops on the lower lash line that often. I'm also gonna bring it into the inner corner, but I'm really liking it right now. I think I'm gonna do an even brighter pop on the other line. I'm just gonna take, I have to pull out this shade too, don't I? I just dug my nail into it. Lovely. This is why I don't like single shadows as much, just because my movie recording just cut off on me. That was rude. I don't know when it stopped, but the reason I don't like single shadows as much is just because I have to pull out the names. It's really a pet peeve that I'm probably going to get over eventually, but this is Replica. But right now it's annoying because I do YouTube and I just have to pull it out. I'm just going to take Replica on my finger and just pop this on the inner corner. I'm just going to take like a blank brush and just like blend it here so it's not like so far down. And someone's in the litter box and my parents are being loud upstairs and it's fine, y'all just have to deal with it. So there is that. I'm actually really loving this eye look. And this makeup in general, it's just looking really good. And I have just a little bit of fallout. Hang on, hold please. Let me find that blank brush I was just using. And it is gone now. I'm gonna do mascara and brows and then I will be back for highlight and lips. Okay, so my brows and mascara are on. So for highlight, I just wanted something really sparkly. So I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm. I love this stuff so much. I use my fingers to apply it. Do you see how just like wet and sparkly that is? I'm tempted to get one of the other colors, but like I don't need it, so I'm not going to, especially since they're like 40 bucks. I remember like it was an impulse purchase for this and I was like, how, like why did I spend 40 bucks on a highlighter? But it's like one of my favorite highlighters, so I don't regret my purchase. Wow, I'm loving my makeup today. For setting spray, just Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set. I'm almost out of this stuff, which is why I got the Milk Makeup one. This is really good. For lips, I brought over this Rare Beauty that I used, but I'm probably gonna use this mostly on no makeup days because like it is extremely sheer, which it's not advertised as not sheer, so it's supposed to be sheer. But I don't think that's what I'm going to go for today, so I'm going to go find a lipstick and I will be right back. For lipstick, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place lipstick in Toffee. And then for lip gloss on top, I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Ginger Snap. I don't know if this lip matches entirely. It looks fine. I don't know, but whatever. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more makeup and kitten related content. I upload on Sundays and Wednesdays if I can, and if I can't, then I upload whenever I want to. Thank you so much for watching again, and goodbye!